the Holy Spirit, which proceeds from the Father and the Son, does not mean that the Holy Spirit now has two origins. This is according to the people who added the three words, right? So we would say that, let's say, for the sake of simplicity, let's say that the Eastern Orthodoxy was the origin view. Let's say they originally had Holy Spirit proceeding from the Father. And then the Catholics came along and added Father and Son. Let's say that's what's going on. Then the Orthodox, the origin, the original, the OG Christians, they would say, hey, why are you guys upsetting the apple cart? Why are you changing everything? Why are you adding and the Son? What's with this Filioque clause, right? Why are you adding this? And then the Catholics, the Johnny Come Lately group, they would say, well, no, we're not trying to say that the Holy Spirit now has two origins, right? That's kind of what's going on. It doesn't mean that the Holy Spirit now has two origins. This is the position that the West took at the Council of Florence. So the West in this description is the Catholic Church. The East, with a capital E, is the Greek Orthodox or the Eastern Church. So they're having this discussion over from whence does the Holy Spirit proceed? Does he have one origin, God the Father, like the East, the Greek Orthodox teach, or does he have two origins? And no, we're not saying he has two origins, the Catholic Church is saying. So that's what they're trying to clarify what they mean by from Father and Son. As the Council, the one at Florence, declared, the Holy Spirit, quote, has his essence and his subsistent being from the Father together with the Son, and proceeds from both eternally as from one principle and a single spiration, viz. Spiration is, I say in my commentary, or they say, the definition of spiration is a somewhat obsolete term that refers to, quote, the action of breathing. We get our word aspirate or aspirate, aspirate, or, the breathing out, the sounds, the heavy breathing sounds that we make when we're speaking words and are trying to emphasize certain syllables and sounds. We can call that aspirations or aspirate or aspirate. So we get the same word here, spiration. It's a somewhat obsolete term that refers to the action of breathing as a creative or life-giving function of the deity. So we use this example of God breathing out the Holy Spirit. Indeed, there's kind of some wordplay there, because the word for spirit in Hebrew is ruach, and it's the same word for breath or wind, ruach. And in Greek, pneuma, or if you want to drop the P sound, just pneuma, also refers to wind or breath or spirit, and it's where we get our word like pneumatology and pneumatic and pneumonia, right? All related to breathing or lungs or something to that effect. So the idea is that God breathes out the Holy Spirit, and that's indeed what Yeshua does when he sends the Holy Spirit to the disciples. He breathed on them in that upper room. He breathed on them, and the Holy Spirit came upon them in power. And so the action of breathing as a creative or life-giving function of the deity, or the action of breathing as a physical function of man and, of course, animals, right? We breathe. And so this is the idea of spiration. Well, where does this Holy Spirit originate from? Who's the source, or the, what do they say there? The principle.